Hey guys, how's it going? I'm here to talk to you about one issue with the new GoPro 9 that you might not be aware of, especially when you're taking it out in a surf or any kind of water environment, really. Now, I've skipped a generation of GoPros, so I went from a 7 to a 9. I never really felt a need to upgrade to an 8, but as soon as GoPro announced this horizon leveling thing, I thought, you know what, it might be really useful for kiting videos. And it's a cool feature on its own, plus the max lens, so I just dived in. Now, I know there are a few people who had this issue on the forums, but I don't think it's been exposed enough. So one thing to be aware of before you get into water with your U9, there is a bit of a design flaw to the way that latch works.
It's virtually indestructible, like 99.99%.
So this happened when I went out subsurfing a couple of weeks ago. The latch just opened up during the surf session, let water in, and obviously destroyed the camera. Now, I'm not sure if that happened because the camera smudged the board on the way down, or I touched it somehow. But it is a bit of a problem when you're designing a water sports camera, an action sports camera, in a way that it can get damaged by a simple latch.
This little hole, it was kind of an aesthetic choice by the architect. And if you shoot a laser into this hole, the station blows up.
Now, I think this is a bit of an issue with designing an action sports camera that isn't really made for action. And it wasn't like, you know, double overhead barrels day.
You just drop in, just ride the barrel and get pitted, so pitted like that.
We were surfing in maybe 4 to 5 feet, so there was not much happening in the water, and yet this thing opened up. Now, to be fair to GoPro, they were great. I had a subscription service with a 9, so they replaced it within a couple of days. Even though we're in the UK and there was Brexit thing happening, I got my replacement really quick, so I'm really chuffed with that side of things. The problem was that it basically shouldn't have happened in the first place. If you remember, the 7 and before that, you know, to open up the battery latch, you had to use a hammer and a screwdriver. There was a little bit of a salt residue. With this one, you can just pop it with a finger. So that's not ideal. So there is a way around this. I've got this silicone cover thing for the GoPro. It's definitely a handy thing to have, so you're not gonna, like, you know, maybe whack your board with this, or if you get hit in the head, that probably takes a little bit of pain away. But it also covers that damn latch on this side, so, you know, that's not gonna happen again. It's a crap thing that you have to get this in the first place, just for keep your action camera safe. That should be safe by definition because it's an action sports camera. But yeah, before you hit the water, make sure you get one of these bad boys just in case, because, you know, drowning like, you know, 350 quid worth of GoPro kind of sucks. And there's no way around this, you know. As soon as salty water gets into one of these, they're dead. And if you don't have the subscription thing, which weirdly enough, it was cheaper to get this with a subscription than without it, then you're kind of screwed and you'll be pretty pissed with GoPro. So yeah, stay safe out there. Enjoy the epic footage that comes out of this thing, because that actually produces some really cool images. And yeah, see you out there.